Welcome back to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. You're joined as always by myself, Mick, Jimmy, and Age. Boys, how are we doing off a fresh week of trials, preseason challenge week?
I feel whole again. Footy's back. There was a part of me missing for those 4 or 5 months.
How good was it just sitting on the couch, footy in the background?
From Thursday to Sunday, feet up, watching all the young guns, watching the players that come back, new signings. It was great.
Did you watch
Great
all the
to see.
games?
Every single game.
Wow.
Did you?
Except Sunday when I was out with you boys at the Pav.
Yeah.
You're forgiven. Well, boys, let's start things off. Which team impressed you the most over the trials weekend? Disclaimer, it is trials. So
It is.
it's not the be-all and end-all, but
Yeah.
who impressed you?
I'm going to go with Newcastle Knights. They won 44-18 and they were
Smoked them.
losing 12-0 to the Sharkies. And they just went bang, 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 bang. There was a sin bin as well for Sharkies, which didn't help.
Yeah.
But I think it was when Will Price came on and David Armstrong. They scored 3 tries combined. Dylan Lucas scored a double. Fletcher Sharp, he looked very sharp. And 120 run meters and 9 tackle breaks.
Very good. Very
What
good
about
from
you
your
boys?
age. Very good. Doggies for me.
Yes.
They fielded a fairly strong side, but look, there were glimpses of the game where, they looked really good, especially when, the youngsters came on. I thought, the youngsters really had a crack and, they played good footy. So, yeah, future's bright for the Dogs.
Yeah, that second half when all the SG ball
Yeah.
and flag players came on,
Mate,
they went to another level.
had a crack,
Actually
didn't
looked
they?
better.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And what about
good
someone
signs.
like Bronson Cherry who returns to first grade for the
4
first time in
years.
4 years? Looks very good.
Very good.
Albeit versing a New South Wales Cup or Queensland Cup Melbourne Storm team. But still, 4 years out of the game, very impressive from Bronson.
Yeah.
Most run meters in the game as well.
Looked very
Really?
good.
Did he?
Yeah, most run meters. Scored a try assist. So, positive signs.
It's good. Training with
There you
Rog. My team that impressed me was the Raiders, albeit against the weaker Parramatta outfit than usual. But I was more so impressed with their younger players. Like you saw Schiller's amazing try. Chevy Stewart looked pretty decent at fullback.
Yeah.
Ethan Strange didn't look out of place. And Pasami Solo. Not
Yes.
bad.
He had a good game as well.
He had a very
he was
good game.
very good up
And
the
I think there
middle.
was Holler off the bench as well.
Yeah,
Like,
Holler
was good.
solid. I think he
From a
scored.
Cowboy.
Yeah, so I'm just interested to see like how these rookies can sort of progress throughout the season and see if they can hold on to their spot and consistency.
I reckon Schiller's got a centre spot locked up for round 1.
He's
Yeah,
playing with
well,
a fullback, wasn't he?
Bit of fullback, bit of centre, but because Chris is out,
Yeah.
like he'll probably get that centre
well,
spot.
Croker's out
And
well,
Croker's gone
retired.
now as
so
well. So
Yeah.
who's their centre? So it's Schiller and
it's Tomoko.
Tomoko. That's it.
So that's
Tomoko, yeah.
vacant. And the
Shout
way-
out to him dropping that ball in the All Stars game.
Oh, mate.
That was the turning point if
Huge.
Maoris were going to win that.
Yeah.
But thank God for our bets that he dropped it.
Which player impressed you the most?
I'll go with the obvious one being a South supporter, Jai Gray. He
Yeah.
lit
Little
up.
pocket rocket.
He lit up the Cogra Oval.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, he's what South fans wanted for so long.
Yeah.
He played fullback. I think he's a natural 5'8", but still didn't look out of place at fullback.
Yeah, I think everyone gets fixated on his height. He's 170 centimeters, only weighs 78 kilos. But if you're playing with that sort of speed and intensity and you can't handle him, I reckon he's going to be
Because when
a
he's
gun.
on the field, you compare him to all the other players. Like he's small,
tiny,
He's
yeah.
tiny.
Reminds
but-
me a lot of Cody Nicarima.
Yeah,
He's
he does.
short but nippy.
Very
and hard
nippy.
to get a hold of.
Yeah.
But that forced dropout that he forced with the chip and chase just showed you that like he has those little bit of glimpses in his game that could be anything, as Guru would say.
He's got the skills, that's for sure. Like
What-
if you're that short, you need to have speed and skills, and he's
Yeah.
got both.
What about you boys?
Will Price for me.
Will Price.
Will Price, the price.
That's my one. I was going Will Price.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, let's do a combined one then.
Okay.
So what did you like about Will
Oh,
Price?
Will Price. Well, he looks like an absolute gun. Like when
Yeah.
he came on, looked very lively. Scored a try assist.
Kicks goals as well.
Kicks goals. Not sure where he's going to play for Newcastle, but yeah, when he was on, he looked real good.
He had the blonde hair as well. Looked like Ponga from Wish. So
Yes.
if Ponga goes down, they've got
They
a
got
fullback
Will Price.
He might
replacement.
jag that 14 spot. You never know off the bench.
Yeah, there's a few
Like if
spots up for
Brayley's
grabs.
injured like he is at the moment, Phoenix will start and there's a 14 spot available. So
Yeah, and he can play
Never
different
know.
positions as well, which is good.
bit of 5'8", can he?
Bit
Probably
of fullback,
Center.
bit of centre.
Another one
Chuck
in
him
that
on the
game
wing.
was Armstrong on the wing.
Oh.
He
Yeah,
played very
speedy.
good for a winger.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
speedy.
Like when he kicked it in field, like on the burst, and
Yeah.
it was like perfect. Like that's little things that makes a good winger. So
Yeah.
he's pushing for a spot as well.
And what about you,
Perfect.
Age? Who else impressed you?
Well, it was gonna be Will Price, but I'll go Sam Hughes. Okay.
Okay.
I've been loving this bloke, and he like lived up to my hype.
Yeah.
He didn't start. He was named to start. Was on the bench. Came on. I think he did about 15 runs, 140 meters,
Wow.
55 post contact, and he scored. But they took it off him. Luckily for his sake, because I think he knocked it on, but they didn't get to the grounding.
Okay.
So if you're playing SuperCoach, I'm going to say it every week. Get him in your team.
Get him in.
238K, front row. He's probably going to get 40 minutes off the bench.
You reckon he'll
He's a
start?
workhorse. I don't know. I think they're going with Famaselli, just a bit of power to start the game.
Okay, yeah.
And he'll come on. He
can play big minutes,
He's
though.
so tall and he's fit. We know he's the fittest in the club.
Yeah.
So you'll hear me harping on about this bloke all year.
Well,
so.
Kiraz wasn't lying when he said he was one of the most impressive players in the preseason.
No.
So
You could tell that all the hard work has been paying off.
100%. Speaking of SuperCoach, it's free to join our SuperCoach League.
Yeah.
Prizes for top 3. They're TBC. We're not sure what they're doing. Just sort of seeing how many people join the league. The code if you want to join is 487074. And if you're into your tipping via ESPN Footy Tips, you can join our comp there. Link is in the bio.
There's not many people that have joined tipping. We've had heaps of SuperCoach entries.
It's over
But maybe
250.
people can't find it. So bio, scroll down to tipping, cast tipping, sign up ESPN. It's easy, and then join the comp. And
Yeah, if you don't play SuperCoach, join the tipping
if you're
comp.
a tipper, everyone can tip.
Yeah.
Not very well like Mick, but hey, you can tip.
Well, the time has come, boys. It's the 2024 predictions time. So we do it every single season. I think Adrian last year was our winner. He picked Taruva, Rookie of the Year. I think no one got their Premiership winner. I think Adrian was close with Nathan Cleary for Dalian, but no one hit the money.
Yeah, we didn't do great overall.
No.
But it is very hard. But that's why we're putting our balls on the line. We're going to give you some bold predictions as well.
So we're going to go through
let's do
our
it.
signing of the season, Rookie of the Year, Wooden Spooners, Premiership winners, Dally M's, and bold predictions for 2024. So remember, this segment is sponsored by TBC Live. Predict, earn, win, banter, everything in between.
Yeah.
It's a new exciting app. It came out last year, the app version, and it's even better this
They're
year.
launching this year. The
Launching this
official
year.
launch.
And you'll be
Gonna
hearing
go
a lot
live.
more of TBC Live in the upcoming weeks. They've got a new chatbot installment. Big things happening at TBC
Chat-
Live.
Big things
like
coming.
Chat GPT for
Yeah,
rugby
yeah.
league.
Oh,
Yeah.
they predict SuperCoach, tackles, run meters, everything in between. And it's all coming live, starting off pretty much round 1 when it's properly in its launch phase.
We can use it for our stats of the week video.
Yep.
Surely that robot will spit out some good stats.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
So you'll hear more from TBC Live. It is in the bio and our episode description if you do want to check it out. And get
Because they're
yourself
doing
ready
it
for
for the
round
trials
1.
as well.
Doing it for trials, but it's
Yeah.
in like the
It's in the beta phase.
beta,
still,
the
right?
beta phase to get 100% ready for round
so you
1.
can go
Yeah.
suss it out, download it. It's free to join, and we'll see you in the app.
Like the app's ready, but you want more players on the app, and more players will come during round 1.
And there's heaps of giveaways like last year. Didn't we give out grand final tickets, jerseys, a whole bunch of stuff last year?
Money.
It's going to be bigger this year.
Yeah.
Big things on
Cash.
TBC Live. So let's start things off. Signing of the season. I think we went over it a few weeks ago. But that's pre-season. Now we've hit crunch time. Jimmy, who's your signing of the season?
I'm going to go Dom Young for the Chooks. I think he's going to score plenty of tries on that right wing.
Are you worried about that neck injury, the crusher tackle? We went to
I think it was-
hospital.
I think it was
in doubt for round 1.
Precautionary. Look, I think he is confirmed to miss round 1, but no, I think he's in for a good year.
Yeah. I think he'll score a lot of tries. He scored one in the trial. You just see it's going to be easy for him.
Yep.
They're just going
Yeah.
to do a mad backline play. He's just going to catch it and put it
Catch
down.
and pass straight to
Yeah.
his chest. And
Predominantly, that
He's in the
right
corner.
winger for the Roosters normally that goes in there tends to score a lot of tries. I remember
Yeah.
BMOS signed from the Dogs, rejuvenate his whole career.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
he win a comp?
Yeah.
BMOS, the Roosters?
I think he got injured. No,
oh,
I don't think he was there.
He's very close. He did his ACL and obviously ended his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah,
Jackson Paulo went there, was scoring tries for a
Yeah.
bit. Only one was that Ryan Hall that came from the Super League.
couldn't score.
Couldn't score to save his life.
Yeah.
He
But
can't
yeah, Dom Young for me.
Age, who's yours?
I'm going hot boy Herbie. Dolphins have landed a gem with him. They're going to poke him at right center. He's going to be there for the whole year. He's already scored in the trial. Looks good. Looks fit.
Gee, that was a
He's
good
just
try.
damaging.
It's so hard to stop near the
He's
line. eh?
damaging. Runs a good line.
Right centre as well.
Great footwork. A lot of tackle breaks. Right center's a bit different, but it doesn't matter for Herbie.
Centre of the
One
year,
of the
he-
best centers in the comp.
He looks very good now.
Yeah.
He's got old mate Asako outside of him, winger of the
Yeah.
year. So deadly right edge. They got Bruin at the Dolphins.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm
What
going
about you, Mick?
Stephen Crichton. I know he's named in the centres, Blake Taff fullback, but I think it won't be long until Stephen Crichton does get that
You reckon
fullback.
he'll start at centre?
I think he starts at centre, but I think he probably signed there to play fullback on that probably extended money.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the best player signing that's happened in the last year. So I'm banking on him to have a good run with the Bulldogs, and you'll see Bulldogs come up in one of my later predictions.
Yeah, right.
I can't see him staying center the whole year. I reckon he will be at fullback at
He's
some
too.
stage.
Yeah.
Like if they're not putting the wins together, something's going to change. It'll either be their halfback.
Is he a better centre though?
He's the best center in the game.
Yep.
But
Yeah. Wow.
is he a better fullback for the Dogs, for that team? It's like Trell. Like, why don't South play Trell center? He can be the best center in the comp. it's because he's wasted there for us. We
Yeah,
need him
yeah.
fullback.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could be a similar situation, and he'll be playing fullback maybe like round 4.
Yeah.
Round 4.
Could be that early.
Tough 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Put Taff 14 if or,
The thing is, they have a lot of versatility as well.
Yeah.
Like Connor Tracy could come in, play some centre, position, fill that gap. They have a workaround. All right, that's locked in. What about our rookie of the year, boys? So obviously it's a bit tougher this year. Some of the rookies, if you look at the team list, haven't been given that guaranteed
they
starting
haven't.
spot that they'd like.
yeah. You know, I've been high on Chevy Stewart, but I'm going Suafalongo.
Yeah.
I have to go him because if he gets any game time starting, we're going to see what he can do. And he's already proven
We've
at
seen what he can do.
Samoa. He's
Yeah.
done it in NRL.
Yep.
This kid is just a pure freak. And if Pappy goes down, touch wood, he doesn't. Or, I don't know. If he just plays like 20 minutes a game.
bench spot?
I think he can get a 14 spot. Definitely.
It looks like he can probably fill in on the wing or centres too.
Yeah,
so
he's played wing in Q Cup.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So, like, if there's an injury, suspension, something that
you're
happens
right.
to
He
the
might
back
not play
line.
fullback. He could be on the wing if Coates or Warbrick go down. But I think it'll be stupid for me not to pick him.
Yep.
Yeah,
I have
like
to
it.
pick him.
I'm going to go Jack Bostock
Love it.
for the Dolphins. Think he's got that wing spot locked up. Hopefully, that left wing
That
spot.
left wing.
Yep, and he's a big frame. I think that big winger that Wayne likes. So, yeah, Jack Bostock hopefully scores plenty of tries and, yeah, he's in for a good year, hopefully.
I'm going Chevy Stewart, one of the popular SuperCoach cheapies in the off-season. Will he get the starting fullback gig for round 1? Maybe. I'm not sure, but I think we alluded to it before, like he will eventually start fullback. He's been impressive in the New South Wales Cup. He's something that Raiders probably need in their backline at the minute, just some X-factor player that they're probably lacking without Jack White in the team. Maybe it's him or Ethan Strange. I'm not sure who steps up. But, yeah, I'm going to Chevy Stewart.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I like
You know
it.
how much I love Chevy. So
Age loves him.
luckily you covered that base. 'Cause I would have been kicking myself if he breaks out and I've let him go.
Yeah.
Tough one. Wooden Spooners, boys. I'll start things off. I went them last year and I was probably stiff. I went Dragons last year and
Yeah.
Tigers just somehow played worse the whole year. I don't see enough of Dragons. They played a full string squad against South Sydney. South Sydney had a lot of stars out, X-factor players, and they still lost by 20 points or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I didn't like what I saw from Dragons. I think they're still
struggled, didn't
they're
they?
struggling. I think they're still trying to work out what their play style is. And players like Lomax on the wing, but he's a roaming fullback. You got
Yeah.
someone like, no disrespect, like some of their front rowers that just don't make the meters. Blake Laurie's good, but just
Yeah.
not
Then you
enough
got
go forward in the
Flano
middle.
at 5'8", who was a bit suspect watching that game.
Yeah.
Their first half, it was 6-all when they played their full team.
Benny Hunt was
It's
on.
not the worst. Then Hunt went off, and
Yeah.
then it was cast. It went downhill from there.
And
So that's why I'm not going to go with Dragons, because I feel like there's something there. They're going to improve.
Flano.
I don't know. I'm banking with the coach. I don't
Yeah.
think Flano is a wooden spoon coach.
Well, I'm going Dragons as well.
You're going Dragons.
I'm
as
going
well.
Dragons
Why are
as
you
well.
going Dragons?
I think Mick alluded to it. I just don't. I think in terms of their squad, like they haven't made, I think, the necessary changes to improve from last year. Like they obviously got a better coach now in Flano and Kyle Flanagan. A couple of good signings, Tom Eisenhuth, but
What about Big Luch gets going to the Dragons?
Yeah.
If they put out that 900K that he wants.
mate, ridiculous. I don't know if he'll get the 900K, but yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know about the Dragons. Like Mick said from the game on Saturday against South, like they just
It was grim.
it was just wasn't a good watch.
Sloan had a very poor
Sloan
game.
has his moments.
Few errors.
Yeah.
But we know what we can get with him. Like one time he'll be rocks and then diamonds. He'll run the whole field and score. So
And
Yeah.
I feel like as well, just before we close off the Dragons, like every team, all those bottom teams have like improved their roster or improved something.
Yeah.
Dragons have gone a bit sideways. Flanagan's a great coach, but everyone else is just like sideways.
yeah.
But who are you picking, Age?
Yeah, so I flipped the coin. It didn't land on Dragons. It landed on the Tigers.
Yep.
Back
so
to back?
I think it's dead set of 50-50 out of these two teams. They have a very young squad. I know they have Appy, Publi, a few other old heads, but I think it's going to take time with the Tigers.
Yeah.
Like Caesar and Sullivan, their halves. Caesar's experienced, but, I don't know if Tigers will do enough
Yeah.
to get off the bottom. I hope they do, but
Benji's
Yeah.
coach full time.
Benji and you see, he's a great player, but inexperienced coach, It's going to be tough for Benji.
Like I actually want Tigers to come off the bottom. I don't think they deserve to be there anymore, but it's rugby league, can't pick it. What about Premiership winners? It's a tough one. How do you pick it?
Age, who you going?
No, you go first.
I'm going to go the Chooks.
So you're a closet Chooks fan.
I went
we knew
Chooks,
this. We
I
knew
went
this
Chooks
the whole
last year and they were disappointing. But I just think with the squad they have, like this is their chance to win the comp.
But every year with the Chooks, they just cop injuries back
Yeah,
to
I
back.
know.
Like, they have the worst injury run
I
ever.
know, but like I
Is
just
it because
think
they flog each other at training? Who knows?
like
knows?
this year, like with the squad they have, this could be it. Like in a few years, a lot of players coming in and out, like people leaving.
Few people leaving, like Hargraves.
yeah, Crichton maybe.
Yeah.
Manu
off the rugby.
Suoliti, like
Yeah.
this
There's a
is
few
it.
outs.
So you reckon,
This is
you reckon
it.
the window's closing slowly?
Mate, this is it right here. If they can't win it now, they won't ever. So
what
Chooks.
about you, Mick?
I'm going to go South Sydney Rabbitohs. I know, biased pick, very biased pick. But look, I just didn't want to be that
Take
guy.
your Rabbitohs hat off for a
I was
sec and then
expecting that
speak.
from Age.
I
but
just,
not
I
you.
just didn't want to tip Penrith be that guy. Like Penrith are the
Yeah.
obvious. They're the best team.
Yeah.
I could have gone Broncos, but I'm just like, this is South's chance. I think it's their window.
Yeah.
New signing of Jackie White, I think it's very underestimated. Sean Kepi looked very good in the Charity
did.
Shield too.
Good go
Jai
forward.
Gray going to win us the comp as well. So.
But the thing is about South is like everyone forgets. Well, they don't forget, but they were top of the ladder, round 11. They're playing best footy ever, and just something must have happened halfway through the season, just derailed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely see a bounce back from South, and if the forbidden formula is correct, like someone has to bounce
got to be
into that
one
top
team
four.
to bounce in, you know. And with our signings, Jackie Boy, you got Trell still there, Cody, Cook. It's a good team. Murray. Yeah, I agree, Mick. But I hope Souths win, but I've got to stick with my head. I'm going to go Panthers. I know it's boring. 4P.
4P.
Hasn't been done. Has it ever been done? Besides Dragons. Hasn't been done in the NRL era.
No,
Yeah.
no, like no one's done 3-peat in the NRL era.
Oh, what about Dragons? Didn't they win like some crazy
No,
amount
no,
in a row?
NRL era.
Oh, yeah, NRL
Yeah,
era,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, Dragons won like
11 or
11 or
some
something, like
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, I reckon Panthers, like, they lose Critter. They lose Spencer Leniu, but, man, Nathan Cleary. And Ivan
still got a
Cleary
good
coach.
squad, eh?
You know, like, it's next man up mentality.
Critter's a big loss though.
It is a big loss, but then you got Taylor May, who was a gun when he played.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm sure he'll do a job. Just like we saw Appy Lee, Mitch Kenny did a job. They always just have players just stepping up in that system.
Yeah.
And Cleary, after that grand final performance, his confidence will be through the roof.
Yep.
He will know he can win a game if he wants to, if it all goes his way. So, hate to say it, but Panthers for me.
Wow.
Okay, Dally M winner. I'm going Panthers vibe. I'm going Nathan Cleary. Maybe it's a saver to cover my South Sydney Premiership prediction.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I just think, I don't know. Rugby league's a funny game. He's won everything but the Dally M, and he's probably
He's
deserved
due
one.
one.
He's
How
due
has
one.
he not won a tally?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably just because the Dally M system's a
Blame
bit of a
Jack
raw.
Wyden.
Yeah, Jack Wyden. But yeah, I'm going to go Nathan Cleary.
I like it. I'm gonna go left field. Scotty Drinkwater.
Cowboys fan.
Is that biased?
That's very biased.
Nah, I think he.
But he was up there last
He
year.
was up there last year, and he obviously got suspended, which ruined his chances. But I think if the Cowboys are to have a good year, it's going to be on the back of Drinky, and yeah, he's our X factor. So yeah, Drinky.
Yeah. Speaking of X Factor, I'm going this guy to win 2 Dally M's. It's not Ponga, Nico Hines. Sharks run. If you're playing Supercoach, if you're doing tipping, whatever you're doing, if you're betting, focus on the Sharks. Have an easy run. I'm going Nico because every time they win, he'll be getting 6 points, 4 points, whatever it is. So I think just their run and the fact that he's their main man.
Did it worry you that Trindle was more dominant in the Indigenous game?
It did because, as you know, Nico Hines is my Supercoach keeper. So
He
I was
is.
watching him very closely.
Yeah.
I didn't like how Trindle was taking his kicks off him. He was calling for the ball more, where Moylan would just sit back and cop it, and it all went through Hines. But we do know Hines likes to go both sides of the field. So,
Okay.
you know, it could. I don't think it's going to be beneficial, but I think Hines will still have that high
Yeah.
ceiling. Yeah, good output. So that's my
Like
Dally M
it.
pick.
And it's time. Balls on the line. Fate of the universe. Pointing the death ray at you. Bold predictions for 2024. What are they? Jim, start us off.
Dolphins to make the top 8.
Okay, it's not bad.
Yep, they've made the necessary signings. Herbie Farnworth, you touched on it, Age. Flegler, good
Averillo.
squad. Avarillo.
Good depth there.
Gilbert's back from injury. Good depth. Wayne
experience.
Bennett. Yeah. Dolphins make the 8.
I like it.
What's yours, Age?
I'm going to go Dylan Edwards to play New South Wales fullback.
Fullback.
Fullback, not on the wing, not centre, not 14, not on the bench.
Fullback.
He will be our fullback. I don't know if it's game 1,
Game
2,
one?
or 3.
Okay.
I hope it's game 1, but I think you'll see Dylan Edwards with that number 1 jersey on.
At
and
some point.
He will be replacing Teddy at some point.
That is a very bold prediction.
This year.
I think the Madge era, he's going to start from scratch.
Wow.
Teddy's They might get rid of the captaincy. They might go to Murray or Cleary. This is getting more bold.
Jeez.
It might be Cleary, Murray, maybe co-captains. I don't know. But I think the Madge era, he's going to change it. He's going to stick to it. And Edwards, he deserves that fullback spot. He played for Australia on the wing. That is my bold prediction.
Wow, that's huge.
What do you reckon,
Mick?
My bold prediction is Bulldogs to make the top 8 in 2024.
Wow, that's bold.
That's
That
bold.
is very
Have you
bold.
been listening to the Castle Trolls conspiracy theory?
I've been listening to everything, and everything points to Bulldogs 2024. So if they can win the comp in 2024, they can make the top 8. So Bulldogs with their new signing, Stephen Crichton and the rest, they're going to make the top 8.
Wow.
Like it.
That's huge.
So-
it wouldn't be the most surprising thing if Dogs made the 8, but for all their signings to gel and for it to actually
Take
happen,
a bit of time.
Yeah, it's pretty bold. I like it.
Okay, well, that's our predictions. Remember, sponsored by TBC Live. Plenty coming in the future weeks with their. We're bringing back a segment,
We
fan
are.
favorite.
Age is a relevant fact. Beautiful.
I don't think I said fan favorite.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Fan
mate,
favourite,
not that.
mate.
So we're going play on or penalty, and
Yes.
Jimmy, it's your segment.
Play on or penalties back this week. First one off the rank. James Krause, Titans to play finals footy this year.
This could be the quickest answer of all time. Penalty.
You reckon?
I don't think it's a penalty,
I reckon it's
Play it
penalty.
on.
Do you know how many good teams there are fighting for that top 8?
but that's why I think it could be like
It's
not a
likely.
penalty.
I think it's a penalty. I don't think it's
You don't think they'll
likely.
make the 8?
No, I think there's teams like Rabbitohs, Cowboys, Para, Manly, all fighting to get in that 8. And I can only see really like Raiders dropping out.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think it's likely.
Jeez.
Sorry, BKR, don't shoot me.
Huge. I reckon
Wow.
to play on. I don't mind the Titans this year. Desi?
Yeah, the Desi era, that's good. It's promising, but
Yeah.
to make the 8, man.
I'm
Like
probably
they've
leaning
been there, you know?
Yeah, I'm probably leaning on the fact that they probably don't make it, but I don't think I can penalise
The
thought of them
it.
making finals. So I'm going to go play on, but like you said, there's a lot of teams fighting for that top 8 spot.
Yeah. All right, next one at Moody. Raiders to finish bottom 4.
Ooh, that would be a bold prediction if you put it in.
That's bold from
That's
Moody.
bold, but I'm going to go play on.
What?
They're losing Jack Wyden.
Mate.
They can't beat teams by more than 13 plus. So that means they're always like within the balance of the game. I think that experience factor, like if they're playing Chevy fullback, Ethan Strange or Weeks, 5'8",
Yeah.
and like they're lacking a bit of experience in key positions.
Okay.
But it is hard to play in Canberra.
Very strong pack, though.
You know what I mean?
You got to
They've got a
forget
good pack.
Yeah.
Tarpany,
Tarpany,
Horsburgh,
Papali'i,
and
Hudson Young.
Like, that's a
And
representative
now,
pack.
who did they sign as well?
Morgan Smithies.
Hosking.
Hosking as well.
Yeah.
It's a
Morgan
rep pack.
Smithies.
Yeah.
It's a good pack. That could save them. But yeah, I'm not against
play
that
on.
idea. I'm going to play it on, yeah.
Look, for the thought of it, I'll play it on as well. Like, I'm not against it. Like, it's rugby league. Anything's likely. So
I'm going to say penalty. I just don't see him bottom 4. I think bottom 4 is just,
Do you see him making the 8?
it's too far away.
Do you see him making the 8?
I don't see him making the 8 either. So I
You
think
reckon that 9 till about...
that logjam
13?
9 to 13 spot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next one at Matt O'Halloran 123. Fully claiming the try while someone has gifted to you.
So is
Sounds
this
like-
referring to Ravalawa and Hostie's tries over the weekend?
Could have been.
Did Hosty claim it?
Oh,
He
I
was
don't know.
smiling. I don't know. He wasn't like putting the finger up and
Yeah.
stuff.
What do you reckon?
I
If
think
someone runs the full field
if
and then
it-
just gives it to you,
I think it depends on the situation. If
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
grand final and you fucking score a try, you're putting your hand up, you're celebrating. I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you
Or
score a
if it's
try
like-
regardless.
If
You're
it's try
celebrating.
July, you're celebrating.
Yeah.
What about you?
yeah, no, I think it's. I think if claiming the try while if someone's gifted a try to you, I think that's a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does claiming entail? Like celebrating it?
I think if you claim it as your own. Like
Yeah.
if someone's run down the field and
Yeah.
given it to you and you put it down and you claim it, then that's
Yeah. Or
It's a
like
bit
a mad
weird.
cut out to a winger and you walk over and put it down?
No, I think you can claim that. That's
claim
still
that
a
one?
try.
You
I
can
I
claim
think this
that.
is talking more so like an absolute gift from the heavens.
yeah,
So like Gerbo getting past the ball by Cherry Evans.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you're claiming that.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be claiming that.
I'll say penalty.
Yeah. All right. And last one for this week at Jake_RG. She willingly gives you back scratches but bites her nails, so it doesn't really do much.
Oh, I think if she's putting in the effort and wants to give you back scratches,
Yeah, play on.
you just got to take it and play it on. I bite my nails, so I'm playing it on.
Yeah, we'll play it on.
Yeah, play on.
Bit
All
of
right.
a rogue one.
That is a rogue one. Thanks, Jake. All right, listener questions for this week. From Corbin, my bold prediction this year is for Penrith to be eliminated from finals in straight sets.
Oh,
They have lost some key players and nobody can replace Spencer Lenu's impact off the bench. Thoughts? Mate.
I can agree with they've lost key players. Critter, Lenu.
Straight sets? That's bold.
That is bold. That's bolder than our predictions.
Fucking hell.
Straight sets is too rogue.
Nah, not a team like Penrith. If they get a home final, they're not going to lose both of them. They're not going to lose 2 finals. Unless there's like serious injuries to Cleary or any of their
If they
key
cop
players.
a bad injury or something, like God forbid, but yeah, I don't know if they can lose straight sets.
But I agree, like Spencer's
huge.
His impact on the bench won't be matched.
Yeah.
Like they have like young Liam Henry coming up. He'll be good, but Spencer has good impact off the bench.
Yeah.
So who's going to be that player from this year?
I think Liam Henry.
You reckon Liam Henry?
I'm hoping he jags a bench spot. Look, they've had mad raps on him. He's only young, 21, I think.
Yeah, bush footy player.
Yeah, from the bush, from Blaney. I think he's having a crack at the World Club Challenge.
Yeah.
So we'll see him there. And yeah, I don't know if he'll have as much impact as Spencer did, but I think it's something for Penrith to work with.
Yeah.
Like you alluded to before, they have the players that just keep reproducing over there. Always youngsters coming through. So no, I don't see him straight sets. I think that's a stretch.
All right, next one at Daniel Straubs. Which club has the brightest future ahead?
What do you reckon, Mick? You're all over your juniors, aren't you?
Well, I'm going to have to go Dogs. I think they won the Harold Matts and then they won the Jersey Flegg last year.
Yeah,
so,
they did.
So there's obviously a bit of
So
juniors
you're
coming
going
through.
Dogs to win the comp, make the top 8, and to be the biggest future.
My balls on the line with Dogs.
And the youngsters played well on Thursday night.
Look, I don't mind South as well. They won the New South Wales Cup, so obviously they have a good feeder there.
Yeah.
Maybe throwing Penrith because that catchment area in the West is ridiculous.
True. Penrith are up there. I'm going to go Dogs as well, Mick. If you watch the trial against Storm, when the Doggies players came on, the Harold Matts, the Jersey Flegg and SG Balls players, like Joash Papali'i, like he was a freak. Like they have a few guns there.
Who was the guy that looked like Keating?
Oh, Hayward.
Hayward
Yeah,
played
the
with
blonde
two.
/ redhead
That
bloke.
guy, yeah.
There you go.
Keating.
Hayward and the winger who scored that try. There was a few of them that were good, and the second rower that played in the first half.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
good as
good.
well. So
It was good.
yeah, Doggies have good juniors.
And I think Para.
Para won SG Ball last year.
Yeah,
as
Para.
well.
Yeah, I think they've
Yeah.
got some good youngsters.
So it's all out west, isn't it? Penrith.
It's a big
fucking-
catchment area out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Whereas South and Roosters just have their little eastern suburb pockets.
Yeah,
They
it's
got to
not as
compete with.
good.
Hey,
Yeah.
produce Murray. He can produce anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Murray.
And then Corey Grouse, biggest team list Tuesday surprise. Any surprises? Don't think so.
I think for me it was Taft starting fullback. I was like,
Yeah,
oh Jesus! If this is an indication for round one, that's a big shot because everyone thought Critter was guaranteed fullback.
Yeah. There was a lot of surprise in that Doggies team. Jamin Salmon starting lock.
Hutcho
Over
halfback?
like Curran couldn't even make the starting team.
Yeah.
And then you got like Tuala starting wing instead of Jenkins and Armstrong.
Yeah.
So they've gone just safe there with what they know.
Albert Hopewadi fullback?
Yeah, Chevy got put in the extended. I don't know if they're just giving him a go. Hopefully Chevy's still there. You got I was going to say Darcy Lussick, Joey Lussick hooker, hands on the bench.
I think Brad's
Is that just a test?
It's a test for sure.
Because Hands played last week.
Yeah. And then they're going to give him a go.
So now
Lussick.
they'll give Lussick a go.
You got Tessie New starting centre with Averillo Tafaro bench. What do you see that the left centre being come round one?
I think you have to put Avarillo there.
You're going to go Avo?
Avo's in.
Jim?
I don't know, to be honest.
So what was their centre pairing last year?
I think they're going to go. I think they'll go Ewan Aiken and Con.
No, so Ewan's named second row now.
Yeah, but I feel like
he's been training there as well, a bit of both.
I reckon he'll play
You
centre,
reckon Aiken?
and then they'll go Cons.
I think they're transitioning into a forward now. I think Tessie's got that left centre.
Really?
The 2 trials he's played
Wow.
left centre.
Okay.
And now he's still there.
How
And 'cause
about
they're
Val
on the-
Meninga?
Val Meninga, I think he's a good bench player because he can come on with a bit of impact.
Okay.
I don't know if he's an 80-minute centre
Yeah.
to start the year.
I
Like, he
just
is
worry
fit.
about Averillo's defence. That's all.
Yeah. But he's good in attack. We know how fast he is.
we know how good he is, but yeah, just a bit suspect in
But yeah,
defence.
Bostox looks to have that left wing spot. So
No one
he's
else is-
cheering.
yeah, he's cheering.
like, how good is this?
Rookie of the year.
And then
thank
the rest
you.
are fighting for
And Hammer's
centres.
definitely their fullback. They're not going to play
Yeah.
that silly buggers. Put him in the centres and then
Bloody hope not.
If he goes down, at least Herbie can go there or Tessie or someone.
Fullback.
Yeah.
Herbie
I reckon
fullback.
Herbie fullback. He played a bit in the trial.
they'd rather put
Like, or he's
Nicarima there.
roaming. Herbie was roaming or was playing fullback for a bit.
Avarillo too's a
Yeah,
fullback.
Averillo.
He is.
And another one for Supercoach lovers, Eero, who's been dropped to the extended bench.
Ooh, look
Talakai
out.
starting. So,
Your favourite player, Age?
Yes.
It's time for some cast calls. So, boys, chuck on their headphones.
Cast calls my
Last
favourite.
week, if you
Cast
remember,
calls.
we asked followers to say who is their most underrated NRL player of all time and why. So, let's have a listen.
All right,
Age,
let's
you got
go.
him up?
Got him up. This is from Donald J. Trump.
Hello, Cast Patrol. It is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump.
He's back.
Sorry I haven't called in for a while, okay? I've been a busy man. Been making America great again on the campaign trail. We're doing tremendous work.
This is good.
And rugby league, the greatest game of all, is coming to the greatest country, the US of A.
US of A.
Okay. We're going to do great stuff. I'm very excited. I'm going to be there to see my man, Lateral Mitchell, and James Tedesco. Okay, they're great persons. I love them. It's going to be great to see the spectacle in Las Vegas. I'm looking forward to it very much. Keep the good work up, Cast Patrol. Donald J. out.
Donald's keen to see some troll mid action in Vegas.
Who is Donald J. Trump?
Honestly, I think I know who it is.
Do you actually know who it is?
When I was listening to that he stumbled a bit in the middle, and I can picture the voice.
do we generally don't know who he is?
I have an inclination, but I'm not willing to reveal who it is on the pod.
Yeah.
But either way,
I'll tell you guys after, and we'll see if it's the same person.
Yeah.
very good Donald
No,
Trump
he's done
impression.
good.
No, he's very good.
What do we got next?
Next one. This one's from Troy, the Paracay podcast. I wonder who's going to pick.
G'day, lads. Troy here from the Paracave podcast.
Wait, pause,
Most
I wanna
underrated
guess.
player.
It's a para player.
Yeah.
I can tell you that for free.
I'm gonna
And he's
Underrated.
not.
Luke Burt. That's my guess.
Luke Burt, what do you think, Jimmy?
Oh, jeez. Fuck, I've got no idea.
You got nothing?
I got nothing.
Hindy, anything?
I'm blank. It's not underrated though.
All right, let's see what he has to say.
Oh, Mortimer.
One of them, in my opinion, is Luke Burt from the
You nailed it.
64 games, 124 tries.
He was a gun,
club
but-
record for the Parramatta Eels,
Yeah.
and a goal kicking percentage of 77.93%.
Pretty solid over
almost
all those games.
78.
Yeah.
Consistent player from over the years for the Eels. Never played State of Origin or for the Kangaroos.
That's stiff.
He represented New South Wales country and the PM's 13 only, but in my opinion,
Very good.
probably should have played State of Origin as well during his career. Great club man and great player.
Yes.
Well done,
Yeah, I agree.
Paracave.
Very underrated player. Okay,
I
Matt.
did guess it, Luke
You
Burt.
I know. Matt Doyle's called in.
Boys, instantly for me, when you think about underrated players, the first player that comes to mind for me is Cody Nikorima.
Yes.
Ever since the start of his career, just feel like he's plugged any hole that any coach has asked of him, and
Can do it all.
always seems to do his job at a high level, whether that's in club or rep teams, either for the Maori All Stars or for New Zealand as well. Just always does his job at a high level, and I think it's because he's not as flashy or as big and fast as some of these other guys we see, that he doesn't really get the attention that he necessarily deserves. So, yeah, I'd say Cody Nikorima.
Like it.
That's a good shout.
I think
Current
it's very
player
good.
that's underrated.
I think like you said, just because maybe he was had a few decent seasons at Brisbane. They went to Warriors, wasn't amazing, but I think at South, that's when I first noticed his utility value.
Yeah, he can fill a lot of
because he
positions.
can start 5'8" and do a great job.
Yeah.
Like it looks like you didn't miss anyone.
Put him on at center if you must,
Hooker,
fullback.
yeah.
fullback.
Yeah.
He's very good. And then obviously now Dolphins, you saw what he did at the back end of the year when Hammer was in the centers and he was
Yeah.
fullback. There was a bit of shit happening
Yeah.
and he was covering
Like
it.
he's actually keeping Hammer out of fullback. So that's pretty good. Okay, JT, one of our favourite followers, always
Hey,
calls
Cast
in.
Patrol, it's Josh here, and my pick for most underrated player of all time is Jared Croker from the Raiders.
Oh, Croaks. Had to be
And
one.
I-
Someone had to say him.
My reasoning for that is if you go back and look at his achievements dating back to 2009, obviously when his career started, he won Dally M Centre of the Year, a Golden Boot, obviously not all in his rookie year, but across that 10-year time span. Took Canberra to a grand final, one that we shall not speak of.
Yes, that's true. It took Canberra grand final. So,
No.
Kipper, Jared Croker, unbelievable. Very underrated.
What a career. But yeah, a few people do say Jared Croker, Orbison. They're probably top
Yeah.
two mentioned.
He
most
never played
underrated
Origin,
players.
Croker.
John Sutton always gets a rap for most
Sutton
underrated.
is, yeah.
But yeah, Croker was one of those ones that probably just got unlucky
Just
with
did
Origin.
his job. He's just safe.
Kick goals as well, scored
Yeah.
tries.
Yeah.
Great for Supercoach. Last one, Jaden Roberts has called in.
I reckon there's probably two I'd pick, but my main one would be was it Michael Gordon for the Panthers?
Yeah, and Sharks.
Then
Gordon's a good
Nathan
flashback.
Merritt for the Rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scored
Yep.
so many
They're both
tries.
underrated.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
two good shouts. Michael Gordon.
Fuck, he was good,
That's a
Gordon?
throwback. He was fast as well.
Even when he went to the Roosters, he could do a job.
Yeah, wing, fullback, kick
And
goals.
Goals,
Kick
as well,
goals.
yeah.
Nathan
Yeah.
Merritt too for South. Like people forget he won the top try scorer.
Yeah.
and we got the wooden spoon. Like, he was
Ridiculous.
That's
flying.
crazy.
There was a period there when South was going shit, and he was the only good player. And then he obviously just got unlucky with the wrong time with AJ coming in.
Yeah.
and missing on the grand final. But yeah, Merritt's a club legend for
Some
sure.
very good shouts all around. Thanks for calling in.
Yep.
We only picked the best ones, so
Well
you've got to
done.
get in. And let's try and keep them under 30 seconds from now on, I reckon.
Yep.
Get in, short, sharp, say your point. Next week, tell me, what is your NRL bowl prediction for 2024?
Like it.
We've said ours on this pod. Listener question came in with the Penrith to go out in straight sets in the
Yeah.
finals.
We want that. We want that boldness.
That type of boldness.
Yeah.
Not Parra to miss the 8 or Manly to make the 8. We want bold. Balls on the line. Call in.
Yeah.
Links in our bio. And we will see you guys next week.
That's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. See you guys. Stay cast.
See ya.